You can push. No, there is a space. There you can push. No, there's a space. No. So good day, students. Now we're going to see an important chapter in the NEET physics session, which is motion in a straight line. So the motion in a straight line means which dimension will comes to your mind? One dimension. The motion in straight line instead of motion in a plane. So motion in a straight line is one dimension means motion in a plane two dimension. Then motion, which motion will constitute the three dimension? Which will constitute the three dimension? No, which will contribute the three dimension? Which is traveling in the XYZ plane. So it will have the if straight line and plane, that will combination of that, it contribute the three dimension. So this one is one dimension, plane is two dimension. So straight line, so that means the straight line should be perpendicular to the plane. So if the straight line is perpendicular to plane means straight line, what is the straight line possibility is there? Three possibilities. It only thing it will travel in the x axis or in the y axis or in the z axis. Now we go for the motion in a plane. What are the possibility there? X, Y, Y, Z. No, wait. Why you so much tension? When I ask the question, you tell X, Y, Y, Z, X, Z. So three planes are there. So I am clubbing both the things. So here only possibility is X, Y, Z. Here it is X, Z, Y, Z, and X is X, Y, X, Y, X, Y, Y, Z, X, Z. So this three. So if I club both the thing, what are the possibility? Now I am taking X from here and three plane from here, which is X, Y, Y, Z, and X, Z. So X will be so the X should be any so this plane in this plane X, Z. Okay, we can go for X, Z. So which will be perpendicular to the X, Z? X, Y. Z. So I have to take Z from here and club with the X, Y, Z. X, Y. So Z is perpendicular to X, Y. Now what is the output here? What is the output here? What is X? Here it is, I am taking as, so in a three plane X, Y, Z. Here it is plane. How many plane? X, Y, Y, Z, X, Z. So first one I am taking for Y, X, Y. So for X, Y plane, which axis should be perpendicular? Z. So now what is output? Z is perpendicular to X, Y. So Z is perpendicular to X, Y means it is a three-dimensional travel. That is, three-dimensional travel means the particle can anywhere travel in XY plane, and that is X axis, Z axis perpendicular to the Z axis perpendicular to the XY, Z axis perpendicular to the XY plane. So what is the possibility now means it has the, in addition to the plane axis, now the three-dimensional has put into effect. Now I am going for the first one I have taken XY plane. Second one what is that? YZ plane. So YZ plane means obviously I have to take which one? X axis. So X axis will be perpendicular to the YZ plane. Then another is XZ. So XZ means Y. So how many possibilities there now in three dimension? Three possibility. So three possibility. That means if the particle moves in the X straight line, it has a three possibility. If the possibility moves in the plane, it has a three possibility. Now the particle moves in the three dimension, it has the three possibilities. Three possibilities. Yesterday we discussed, no, for example, velocity, acceleration I will take. Okay, acceleration is equal to velocity by time. Now I am, because why I am asking for 3-dimensional, if I am very much familiar with, if you are very much familiar with 3-dimensional, 1-dimensional is just nothing for you. 1-dimensional you can easily. So what we thought yesterday? Yesterday, what is acceleration? Which acceleration we have taken? No, acceleration is equal to, what is acceleration? Velocity by time. If the acceleration travels in the x, y, z axis, what will be the acceleration now?
Del B by dt equal to
No, any one person. Okay, you tell any one person.
del B by del T equal to del Bx by del Ti plus del By by del Tj gives xy plane.
In xy plane. So this is for the xy plane. Now in the same xy plane, I am going xy plane. I am going in the for z axis. For z axis, what will be the now acceleration now? Only in the z axis, the particle travel in the straight line. No, I am asking you only. See, what is xy plane? Okay, acceleration due to acceleration is equal to velocity by time in the xy plane. For that xy plane, what is the value acceleration is equal to? Xy plane. Xy plane. Del V, yeah.
Del T. Del B divided by del T.
No, del V divided by del T. No. That's why, yeah, what you told is correct. Del V by
del T equal to del V x by del T.
Del V by del T x plus del V by del T y. Okay, so this y, okay, this is for the xy plane. So for in then if the particle travel in the straight line, acceleration of the particle in z axis, what will be the acceleration? Acceleration is equal to, in 1 dimension. You understand my question now? No, first we will see whether she is telling. You understand my question now? So xy plane, in xy plane, the particle travels in the 2 dimension. So it's that means xy plane. So acceleration is equal to rate of change of velocity divided by time. So which is equal to delta dv by dt, which is dvx by dvt plus dvy by dt. Okay. So this is for the xy plane. Now I am coming to the now I am coming to the z axis. Z axis in the straight line or in 1 dimension. For acceleration is equal to rate of change of velocity. So rate of change of velocity. So acceleration will be of z axis will be alpha is equal to, alpha something you can take. Alpha is equal to what?
Omega square r.
Omega?
Square into r.
Omega square r. For what? Acceleration?
Alpha equal to.
Alpha, no, acceleration. What is acceleration?
Change
Change in velocity by time in z axis. For z axis, how it will be now?
delta v by delta t z k capsule. Del x by del t. Del x by del t.
Del x. No, delta v.
Del v is
Del.
by t. K cap.
No, yeah, fine. Del v by del t. Del v by del t. Del v or delta, anything you can take. Del v itself you can take. Okay. For which for 2 dimensional what we taken? X. No. For xy plane, what we taken? Del v, no. Del v. So here it will be delta v by delta t x. No, z. Here it is for the z axis, in z axis. So z axis, the rate of change acceleration is equal to delta v by delta t z. Now I am going for 3-dimensional, which is z axis is parallel to z axis is perpendicular to the xy plane. So acceleration is equal to in 3-dimensional. In 3-dimensional, what I am going now? So you understood now? I am clubbing it. That's all. Nothing else. But morning itself you start blinking. Okay. I am watching your face. Okay. According to that only I will change everything. Okay. I am taking the particle. Now particle is traveling in the z axis, perpendicular to the xy plane. So now for 3-dimension, the particle that is traveling in the 3-dimensional will be z axis perpendicular to the xy plane. So what will be the acceleration now for the in 3 dimension for xyz plane?
Delta V by
Who will tell? Okay, first one. Okay, so particle traveling in the 3-dimensional z axis is perpendicular to the xy plane. So what will be the total acceleration?
delta V by delta T x
Wait. Delta v by delta t.
xi
No need for I, which is the dimension that and all we don't want. Just x's.
plus delta V by delta T y plus delta V by delta T z.
Is that's all? Yeah, this no not delta v by delta t x, delta v x by delta t, because t remains constant. For everything t remains constant, plus delta v y plus delta v y by delta t plus delta v z by delta t delta t. So the t always remains constant. It's not a big issue. Only the velocity will vary in the xy plane. Now who will tell for another one? What is another one? Another one, everything now you have to tell. Who will tell for another one? What is another one? First one we clubbed x. What is the first in 2 dimension xy plane? Then what is the second one we have to go for now? YZ plane. What is the another thing we have to go now? XZ plane. That's all. So who will tell for now YZ plane?
Same only now, sir.
Yeah, same only. That only I am telling. Who's? Order only change. Who will tell now? Who will tell now?
Delta V by delta T.
One. Wait. For which plane? YZ plane. Okay.
YZ plane. Delta Vy by delta T plus delta Vz by delta T.
This is for two dimensional. What I'm asking for now?
Plus delta Vx by delta T.
Delta?
Vx by delta T.
Delta Vx. Then that's all. This is the 3 dimensional is over for the second plane. Now again, who will tell for third one? Who's third one? What is third one?
X.
Okay, xz. Okay.
Delta Vx by delta T plus delta Vz plus delta T plus delta Vy by delta T.
Delta t. That's all. That means a particle traveling in the 3 dimension. So the particle traveling in the 3 dimensions, 1 dimension, 2 dimension, and 3 dimension. For 1 dimension there will not be angle. For 2 dimension there will be angle, which is theta. For 3 dimension it will be angle is theta, and third difference is phi. That means it can travel in the all the direction. It can travel in the all the direction. That is xyz all the direction. So this is for the all the so the particle now which is travel in the which is travel in the straight line which is travel now now traveling in the 2 dimension, now can travel in the 3 dimension. Now, if the same trend I am going, delta V is equal to delta V is equal to what is delta V? Delta V is equal to what?
V2 minus V4.
Well, what is velocity? Okay, what is velocity? Displacement by time. So the displacement is, or we can write as delta x by delta t. So delta x delta t I can write it as x2 minus x1 divided by t2 minus t1. So what will be the x2? What will be x2 and what will be x1? What is t2? What will be t1?
X2 final.
Who's telling? No, any one person tell. What is x2 minus x1? x2 minus x1 divided by t2 minus t1. So x2 minus x1 is denoted as a delta x, t2 minus t1 can be denoted as delta t. So that means the delta x minus delta t is equal to velocity. So what is x2? X2, who will tell?
Initial value.
Who will tell?
Final value.
Which is final value?
X2.
Final minus initial divided by final minus initial. So now we go for the positive velocity and positive velocity and negative velocity. Negative velocity means, you know, velocity which is, what is the dimension? Velocity will be normally meter per second. Meter per second. So it's a unit value. So what is meant by negative? Negative of that negative of that velocity. Do you have anything called negative? There is no negative in the velocity. What is velocity? Speed. Nothing but velocity is just nothing but speed. I am taking as I am traveling from Kodambakam railway station to Mambaram railway station, which is distance is 1 kilometer 1 minute. So what is the velocity now? V is equal to 1, no, in meter per second. 1 meter. 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer is how many meter? 1000 meter. So 1000 meter. Then how many minute I am taking it? 1 minute. So 1 minute is divided by 60. So how much it will be? 1000 divided by 60. How much it will be? Approximately 100 0 will go away. 100 divided by 6. So how much it will be now? 100 divided by 6. I think 10 60. 10 is 10 into 10, 6 into 10 60. Half of it 6 into will be 15. Okay, approximately will be 17.5. 16 by 6 or approximately 17. Okay, you take the 17. So 17 meter per second. So I am taking as from I went to from Kodambakam railway station to Mambaram railway station. I went. How much? What is the speed? It is 17 meter per second. Okay. So I am writing as minus 17 meter per second. So what is meant by minus 17.7? Is there any velocity called minus? No, velocity generally will with respect to positive. Then what is negative? What is negative velocity then? Opposite direction. That is, if I travel which direction I am taking Mambalam, Kodambakam to Mambalam, if that same thing if I take Kodambakam, no. From here, negative. No, negative is not that one. Negative is if I travel Mambalam to Kodambakam also same. Okay, that also same positive. Then what? No, what you told? Opposite direction only. Opposite direction means that means if I come from Mambalam to Kodambakam, that is not negative velocity. That is not negative velocity. That is also positive velocity. Same 17.2. Which direction I am taking from Mambalam to Kodambakam to Mambalam, the direction you have to take in the opposite direction. The direction refers that as a negative. Okay? The direction referred as a negative. For example, I can travel from Mambalam to Kodambakam. That also same 17 meter per second. Okay, so that will be positive only. But I want to take you in the, but I am giving negative value means, okay, you can take, now you can go for Mambalam to Kodambakam. So Mambalam to Kodambakam, same 17 meter per second. Okay, so same 17 meter per second. If I give in the minus 17 meter per second means what is meaning it? Opposite direction. The opposite direction, which direction you are taking, that opposite of it is a negative direction. So that denotes that the momentum is particle traveled in the opposite direction to the main direction. Then yeah, so now in the same scenario, I am you can take a two travel now. You can take now. What is that? Tambaram to beach. Okay, that so Tambaram to beach. What will be the kilometer now? Total approximately. Tambaram to beach. I think approximately. Yeah, it will be approximately 50 kilometer. Okay. Then timing. Timing is. Tambaram to beach. Tambaram to beach. First you have to calculate the timing. Timing it will be 1 hour. So 50 kilometer I travelled in the 1 hour. No, what is the question? Tambaram to beach. Tambaram to beach 50 kilometer. Took a timing is 1 hour. Now in between that is in between half of it. Okay, half of it you can take something between half of it. Pallavaram to Egmore. Now Pallavaram to Egmore, what will be the distance approximately? That one's 50 means that one will be 10. That one will be 10 and this one will be 10. So approximately it will be 25 kilometers. Half of it, 25 kilometers. So the time travel of 25 kilometers will be half an hour. So for 50 kilometers it is 1 hour. For 25 kilometers it is half an hour. Because whatever the distance you take, it should fall into the Tambaram to beach. It will be fall into Tambaram to beach. Because now I am traveling from Pallavaram to Egmore, which is 25 kilometers. So half of it. So half of it should be half of the distance. Half of the distance 50 kilometers. Half of the distance is what?
25 kilometers.
No, did you understand my what is it?
12.5.
No. Half of 50 should be 25. Half of the total traveling is half hour, or 30 minutes or half hour. Okay. So for that it's traveling 1 hour, half an hour. It taking this half an hour. Now I am taking half of it. Okay. So instead of Pallavaram, now I am taking is Gindi to Mambalam. So what will be the distance and what will be the timing?
12 kilometers.
Yeah, it's half of it. So half of it will be 12 kilometers. So time taken is 15 minutes. So yeah, you need the total plot. That's all. So from Tambaram to beach, what is the distance and what is the kilometer? What is the distance and what is the time taken it? 50 kilometers 1 hour. So from that you can take whatever the timing they gave. It's not about from Gindi to Mambalam. Now they can change the schedule. Whatever it be, it could be another reverse of it. What is the another reverse? Another reverse is Mambalam to Mambalam. No. That total the various permutation combination. First the total it is not the train is not crossing Tambaram. The train is not crossing here beach also. Only thing that the main content is Tambaram to beach. Okay. So the train that is traveling within this thing only. Then the half of it it's not about from Pallavaram to Gindi. Pallavaram to first what we taken Pallavaram to Pallavaram to Egmore. First we have taken is first one we taken Tambaram to wait. First one is Tambaram to beach. Second one we have taken is Pallavaram to Egmore. So half of the distance, which is 50 kilometer 1 hour to now 25 kilometer to 1 hour. So then we have to take it various permutation combination. What is the various permutation combination? It should fall within this Tambaram to beach. Okay. So second another possibility is there. Gindi to Mambalam, Mambalam to Nungambakam. So Gindi to Mambalam, what would be the distance between Gindi to Mambalam? The distance they will give. Yeah, you need not worry for everything. Okay, total distance the train is traveling. The distance they will give. For example, it traveling from Gindi to Mambalam is approximately 10 kilometers. Okay, Gindi to approximately 10 kilometers. Then Mambalam to Nungambakam approximately 10 kilometers. It's not about one combination, various combination. So if I keep and if I want to travel for 10 kilometers, what will be the time taken for it?
15 minutes.
You understand my question now? No?
8 minutes.
First one is 50 kilometers. For 50 kilometers, how many hours is it taking? 1 hour. Second one is 25 kilometers, which is half an hour. Now 10 kilometers.
12 kilometers, 15 minutes.
Yeah, 12 kilometers, 50 minutes. That's all. So if I want to travel from Gindi to Mambalam, it will take approximately 50 minutes. Now another option, Mambalam to Nungambakam.
Kilometer, 8 minutes. 6
No. How many? What is the Mambalam to Nungambakam distance? It will be approximately 10 kilometers. For 10 kilometers, what is the time taken? 10 minutes, sir. 10 kilometers.
8 minutes.
Mambalam to No, Mambalam to Nungambakam, I am telling us is 10 kilometers. Okay, Gindi to Mambalam, I am telling us 10 kilometers. Okay, so my first one is you have to calculate Gindi to Mambalam 10 kilometers. What is the distance now? What is the time taken?
15 minutes.
Now Mambalam to Nungambakam 10 kilometers. I told you it is not 10 kilometers. It could be anything. Just I am telling approximately. So 10 kilometers means
Same 15 minutes.
same 15 minutes. So 15 minutes. 15 minutes. So now the Gindi to Nungambakam will be totally how many kilometers?
30 minutes. Half an hour.
13.
Half an hour.
Gindi to Nungambakam.
5 minutes.
Huh?
Kilometer or time?
Kilometers.
20 kilometers.
20 kilometers. What is the time taken it?
Half an hour.
Half an hour. That's all. So that means whatever the total they covered it, whatever the total thing, the total area they give the total area. From that, whatever they give the total distance that to be time taken to cover it. Okay. So this is for so the same thing. Now we going to see how could be the acceleration. You are well familiarized with the acceleration, no? You are well familiarized with the acceleration. Okay. Just I am taking two acceleration is nothing but rate of acceleration is nothing but change of velocity by time. So velocity by time is equal to delta v divided by delta t. How I can write velocity? v2 minus v1 by v2 t2 minus t1. Okay, if there is there, then so if it is initial velocity is 25 meter again. Initial is 0. Initial is 0. Final is 24. So then initial time is 0. Initial time is 0. Final is 10. So 25. So what will be the value now?
24 by 10.
25.
25.
25 by 10. So because 25 minus 0 divided by 10 minus 0. So it will be 25 divided by 10. So it will be so 25 divided by 10 it will be 2.5 meter per second. No, meter second square for acceleration. It's acceleration. So now we go for in the same scenario. Now we go for direction acceleration. In the acceleration just now we seen delta v by delta t. Okay, the acceleration it could be positive and it could be negative, and it could be in the it could be positive and negative. So it could be positive and in negative. If it is positive in the positive and negative both in the positive axis, which is positive axis. Okay, positive and negative both can be possible in the negative direction. So positive direction, negative direction. Okay, positive acceleration. Now if I take this acceleration as a positive and negative in positive direction, then so what is the first two possibility? First possibility is acceleration in the positive acceleration and negative acceleration in the positive direction. Now again I am coming here left side, positive and negative acceleration in the negative direction. So how many acceleration I got now? 4 acceleration. So is there anything negative called negative acceleration? First you know what is meant by acceleration? What is acceleration? What is acceleration? Change of velocity by t. But if it is in the negative means what do you mean by negative acceleration? When the velocity will be negative? That is for velocity. For velocity is equal to I am having a 2-1 positive and negative and opposite direction etc. That story is over. Now I am coming. Since I told you in the negative direction, it's about the negative positive acceleration. When I can increase the acceleration? You know right? What is the 3 things in there? What is the 3 things in the car? No, any one person. If you tell chorus, I can't understand. Who knows that mechanism of car? Anybody drive car? What is the part involved in the car? Accelerator, accelerator, brake and clutch. No, anybody drive the car? Nobody drive. No. So only you drive the car, okay? So you are not drive the car, okay? Accelerator, brake and clutch, okay? Clutch you can leave it. Clutch is for changing the gear, okay? Brake you know very well, to stop the car. And accelerator, so when I press the accelerator, this you have to know it. Okay, when I press the accelerator, what will happen? Speed will increase. So in the car I am driving now. So let us assume I am driving in the car. I am increasing the speed, keep on increasing the accelerator. When the speed of the car increases, when the acceleration increases, the speed of the car increases. That means wheel is rotating at the high speed. The wheel is rotating at high speed. So I want to decrease the acceleration, means what I will put?
Speed will decrease. Brake.
Yeah, I want to decrease the speed. Okay, what I have to do now?
Slow down the accelerator. Take brake.
You have to press the brake. When I press the brake, if I stop the brake, it will be slow down. Not it will stop. It will not stop. Suddenly it will not stop. Suddenly if you press the brake, what will happen now? It will not stop. Will it stop if you put sudden brake? What will happen? Yeah, vehicle will jump and fall into the other side. If you put sudden brake, suddenly if you put the brake, you have to it will jump from one place to another. So you have to apply slowly. So if you apply the slowly brake, means what you are doing, you are decreasing the acceleration. Now the decrease in the acceleration is a negative acceleration. So this is a negative acceleration. And if it travels in the opposite direction, that is if it traveled in the opposite direction, then it is a positive and negative acceleration. Same thing. So same thing which is travels in the opposite direction. So positive acceleration and negative acceleration in the positive direction. Same thing, the positive and negative acceleration in the negative axis or opposite direction. Now, this for example, if a particle is traveling, okay, it's completing there. A particle is traveled, okay, and it's completed there. Two types of okay, no. It's okay, no. Okay. Particle is traveling, okay, in a rectangular manner. Then in addition, it's traveling in the rectangular and off of the rectangular. Off of the rectangular, what it will be? No, it's not. Triangle. Off of the rectangle, triangle. Okay. So the particle is completed now. Two area now. Okay, which is rectangular and triangle. So what is the area of rectangle now? Rectangle area.
Length into breadth.
Length into breadth. Then what is the area of what is the area of triangle now? Of BH. What is B? B is the breadth and H is the height. Okay. Of BH. Okay. Here it is B into L into. Okay. No. Length. Okay. Length is the length. Length into breadth. So length into breadth. Length only we are taking as a height. So now we are taking the total area of rectangle. Total area of rectangular and triangle. So what is the total area of rectangle? It is let us assume B into breadth into length. You are taking as breadth into height. Okay, BH. Okay, B into H plus of what is the of BH. So of BH plus BH. So now what I am doing is I am substituting the time with respect to velocity. So time into breadth, height, time into what is the area of rectangle now? Area of rectangle is half rectangle. BH. B is velocity V0 and T is the height. No, V is T is the breadth. H. Huh? Other B into H. So I am traveling as a if you take the breadth as a time and height as the V0. So what will be now area of the rectangle?
Velocity into time.
Velocity into time V0 into T. V0 into T. Why it is V0 into T now?
Base equal to
Why it is V0 into T? Because I am taking particles traveling in the two direction it is traveling now. What is that? I am traveling first it is completed the rectangular, okay? Then it is completed the triangular. So it's completed, since it's completed both rectangular and triangular, both the area I have to take. First, what is the first area I have to take? Rectangle. Then second one is triangle. So rectangle plus triangle. So I'm for rectangle it is BH. So BH is I am taking as V0 and T H I am taking as V0 T. So BH can be written as V0 T. What is V0 here?
velocity.
What velocity? Initial velocity. So V0 is the initial velocity. Now and what is the what is area of now? Area of triangle. Okay, area of triangle. What I have of BH. Okay, of BH. Of BH. Rectangular, triangular, circle, sphere, cube, everything you might have read in the 8th standard. Okay, 8th standard or 9th standard? Huh? 8th, I think 8th standard, I think. So it's not deleted again, okay? Again it's deleted in plus 1 plus 2. Because whenever I tell you it's deleted portion. Okay? So area, what is the area of triangle now? Of BH. So of BH, base I am taking as T. Okay, T. You have problem. Then height I am taking as V. Total velocity. V0. V0 is the one which is travelled V minus V0. So V minus V0. So what is V0? Initial velocity. What is V? V is total velocity. So V minus V0. So half into V minus V0 into T plus V0 T. Half into V minus V0 plus, no, it's there, everything. Just listen. That's notes, no? It's everything is there in the notes. You need not write anything. Just if you listen, that's sufficient. If you want to take some small points, hints like that. That notebook note has everything. All the derivations, everything is there. Okay? So half into V minus V0 into T plus V0 T. So what is here half is half into V minus V0. So V minus V0 is a
Total velocity minus initial velocity.
no, V minus V0 is what? Into T. What is V minus V0 into T? T is what? Base. Which is base here? This is base. Which is base? Base is time and V minus V0 is a height. So half into V minus V0 into T plus V0 T. V0, what is V0 here? Initial velocity. What is it? Initial V0 is the initial velocity and T is the time. How we are taking in the, what is the area of the rectangular? BH. So base into height. So x is equal to no, what happened? so x is equal to of at square plus b0 t. Okay, then x can be written as total. So the total now v square is equal to v v0 square plus 2ax. So v square is equal to v0 square plus 2ax means what is v now? V0 plus 2ax. What is plus 2? 2 is a constant. What is a now? A acceleration. X is displacement, not distance or displacement. So v square is equal to v0 square plus 2ax. So it's the same thing now. We going to see relative velocity. So the relative velocity is for relative velocity you need minimum two object, okay, which is VA and VB. So VA and VB, that means you need minimum two object, okay. It cannot be one. It could be minimum two. That means what? Two and more than two. Anything you can take. We did not go for 3 and 4. It's a very complicated. Just 2 is sufficient. That the relative velocity is VA and VB. So the VA and VB refers to as VA is relative velocity of object A, and VB is the relative velocity of the object B. That's all. So in this scenario, now what we get to xt, that is XA is equal to XA0 plus VA T. That is what is XA? XA is, you know very well, XA is a displacement. Displacement is equal to XA0. XA0. What is XA0? Initial displacement. That is the particle where it sits in initial distance is obviously it should be 0. Okay. Then VAT. So now VAT. So XAT is equal to XA0 plus VAT. So what will be now VA? What will be now? What is the VA now? No, what is VA? VA is the velocity of the object A. What is VA now? Who will tell? Any one person, who will tell? VA is XAT is equal to XA0 plus VAT. Okay, XAT is, you know, it's a displacement of the object at time t. Okay, then you go for second one. Second one is XA0. XA0 means the displacement of object A at origin, at the initial position. Obviously it will be 0. Everybody knows that. Plus VAT. So VAT is now plus VAT. Now I am asking what is VAT?
Relative velocity of the object A at time t.
No, VAT. Okay, relative velocity of object at time t. So now what is value of VAT? What will be the value of VA? So who will tell? Who is telling? Don't tell in the chorus. Don't tell in the chorus. Who is telling now? What is VA? In that equation, if you substitute XA value as 0, what you will get that value?
VAT.
Huh?
VAT.
VAT. Who is telling now? Who is telling? So XA, who is telling now? VA. What is the value of VA?
0.
Who is telling? Nobody. Did you understand my question? No. XAT is equal to XA0 plus VAT, because XA is the displacement of the object at time t. Okay, is equal to xa0. xa0 means initial velocity, initial displacement of the object A, okay, plus VAT. Initial displacement is what? Initial displacement is what? Initial displacement of any object, it should be 0. Yeah, now what is value of VA? So who wants to tell? Yeah, you want to tell? What is VA? No, VA is a relative velocity. I am asking what VA is the relative velocity of the object A. Velocity of the object. Okay. What is now? What is value of VA? Huh? Velocity of object A. What is VA? VA is the velocity of the object. What is VA now? XA divided by T. How will you take? Why you are taking TA? What then? What will happen to T now? XA VA. Huh? No, that not that one. XA T, XA of specific time T. XA, so XA is the displacement, okay? So XA is the displacement of specific time T is equal to VA, then you can take a 0, you can take 0 also, no? So XA at initial velocity T, okay, is equal to VA into T. So VA is equal to XA divided by T. You know where now VA means what? Velocity of the object. Velocity of the any object is equal to displacement divided by time. You know, right? Velocity is equal to displacement by time. Velocity of any object of A is displacement XA by T. So now velocity of object B is displacement of object B by time. That's all T. Now XBA is the relative object. Relative object is nothing but what is relative object of BA? Now XB is the relative object. Relative object means how the object of B, how the velocity of B will looks like when the with respect to velocity of the A, object A. So velocity of BA is equal to velocity of B minus velocity of A. Okay. Now if it is so, then what will be the velocity of AB? Velocity of A minus velocity of B. Okay. So now so I am taking two object I am taking it. Okay. So VBA is equal to VB minus BA. VBAB is equal to VA minus VB. So if this is the two velocities is there, what do you mean by what is meant by relative with respect to relative objective is VBA equal to minus AB. VBA is equal to minus VAB. So how you got minus here? How you got minus here? VBA is equal to what is VB? VBA? VB minus no. Anybody any one person you tell what is VB? VBA? Who is telling? VBA is equal to what?
VB minus VA.
Any one person. VBA is equal to
VB minus VA.
VA. Then VAB is equal to
VA minus VB.
VB. So if I want to reverse it, if I just want to reverse it, I want to reverse it. Okay. So if I reverse it, what I will get? Anything you take. VA minus VB is equal to minus VB minus minus if you take minus outside, you will get VB minus VA. So VB minus VA you will get. So you have to reverse of it. So if you take reverse, just change the sign. Take negative outside. So what you will get now? VBA is equal to
Minus AB.
minus AB. VAB minus VAB.